Hey guys, I'm Toni.
And this is Cheese.
Oscar nominations came out this morning, and the nominees for Best Picture are Moonlight, La La Land, Manchester by the Sea, Lion, Hell and High Water, Arrival, Hidden Figures, Fences, and Hacksaw Ridge. But you know what? We're not going to talk about all 9 of these films. We're only going to talk about our top 4.
Lion. Lion's one of my top 4. It's a story about a boy from India that comes across all these different things and loses his family, jumps on a passenger train. He's just in a place where he just can't find himself, a place he doesn't have any family, doesn't have a home, and is just lost, and everything looks so big. He's walking through a world of India, of poverty, and deals with all these different situations. He's dealing with kids that are also in the whole poverty, and he's dealing with all these kids that are orphans. He's dealing with all these adults, all these different things that are just happening in India. And when I talk about the ghetto in India, I ain't talking about America ghetto. Like this is some situations of kids dealing with this. The director puts you in a position where you're actually feeling what the kids kind of going through in the steps, and it just feels so real and raw as you walk through the story and you feel this life of this kid trying to find himself and ends up in this orphanage house dealing with other kids, just so much stuff that's correlating to a lot of things in life and people and kids, and it's a story that kind of moves you and pushes you to a place where you want to know more. Ends up finding a lot of different things, doing a lot of research, and it continues on until he grows up and finds out more information and comes back to India as he gets older, and you have to watch to be able to see what's going on. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Well, you know what? I don't think you can talk about the Best Picture category without actually acknowledging the one that leads the pack with 14 nominations. Tied for the all-time record with Titanic and All About Eve, it's La La Land. La La Land is a love story between a struggling actress and a struggling musician. It's set in modern day LA, but you know what? It's a huge sweeping musical. It harkens back to those old Hollywood musicals. I mean, song and dance numbers everywhere. I know both Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, they have song and dance backgrounds. Emma Stone actually had a stint on Broadway. Ryan Gosling, I remember you from Mickey Mouse Club. Don't think I forgot about that. I mean, it is a lot of fun. It is a love letter to not only old Hollywood, but the Hollywood that exists today. You absolutely have to see this movie, if for no other reason, but just to sort of follow along with the broadcast. I mean, 14 nominations. This movie's gonna pop up a lot, so I really do think you should watch it. Figure out if you like it. I know I loved it, so there you go.
And Moonlight, let me tell you about Moonlight, man. If you're watching Moonlight, when you think of Moonlight, you feel like the whole sun. It's just a great, passionate film, I believe. It's a lot. The director and the writer encompass a lot into what they feel into this story and what they dealt with. It's about a boy growing up in the hood with this mom that's a drug-addicted mother that's dealing with all this drug addiction, single mother. The kid's dealing with all these different things and trying to find himself. He starts feeling these different emotions in his body and doesn't really know what's going on. And there's really no big brother there or mother or father to support him, help him, or teach him. And so it's this struggle about this kid that's going through all these stages of his life, and it's just dealing with the harshness of bullying and transformation. And there's so many things going along with that, correlations of things that are happening in the movie. And it's a good story about a boy that ends up, you see this boy you see the feelings throughout these different characters, and they're also played by 3 different actors, which is really great to see how the correlation of these 3 actors encompass one character, and it all kind of smoothly worked out really well, which I thought was really risky and was a really good story, a good movie to watch. Check out Moonlight.
All right, so my favorite movie of last year, of 2016, was Arrival, but I have to admit, this is going to be the most robbed movie of the entire Oscars, okay? It is about what happens when aliens, they actually touch down on Earth in these huge, ominous spaceships. Amy Adams plays a linguist that's tapped to actually figure out how to communicate with these aliens, okay? And they don't look like us, all right? They don't have torsos and heads and 2 arms and 2 legs. Like, how do you, it's beyond trying to figure out a new language. I mean, you're trying to figure out just the baseline of how we actually communicate with people that have nothing to share with us in a linguistic form. I mean, it is an incredible film, but it's one of those slow burn movies. I mean, it's 2 hours. It's just at a simmer for the entire time. I think it's an incredible triumph for both Amy Adams and the director. The fact that Amy Adams didn't get the nomination for Best Actress, absolute travesty, but we're gonna talk about that at another time. But it was my favorite movie. I mean, I walked out of there just sort of reevaluating my place in the world as a human being, how I communicate with other people. I mean, I started reevaluating my ideas about free will and destiny. I mean, like, it is a transformative film. It was my absolute favorite film of last year. I highly recommend it to everybody, but yeah, I really don't think it has a whole lot of chances of actually winning anything, which is horrible. But you know what? We're gonna move on to happier things. We're gonna talk about our predictions. So I actually think that, you know what, 14 nominations is a good sign. I don't think that there's really a shot that La La Land isn't going to win Best Picture, okay? It has never happened before. Both All About Eve and Titanic, the other films that have 14 nominations, they have also won Best Picture in those years. If La La Land doesn't win, it's going to be the first time ever that ever happens. The odds are not in the favor of any other film, I'm sorry to say. So yeah, La La Land is my prediction for Best Picture.
My prediction for Best Picture is Moonlight, but I'm also looking at it the overall picture of everything. Sound, production, directing, pre-production, shooting, acting. The guy that played Albert, I believe Little, that was his first time ever acting. He played the first part of the movie and he did an amazing job, phenomenal job. It was a great job the director, Barry Jenkins, did to put these performers in the right place to create this story. It was amazing to me. Another correlation that I really like, Moonlight, that they did a lot with, they used their sound to also add to the atmosphere of what was going on, especially as the three parts of the movie build up, the sound builds up, it changes, it gets choppier, it's orchestra, and there's a lot of things going on, and I felt like it was really sexy and classy. Check out Moonlight, it's like watching kids and Fruitvale Station together, baby.
Well, you know what? That's our top 4. Those are our predictions. We'd love to hear what you think, though. So absolutely, you need to go ahead, head down to your local theater, watch these movies, figure out what you think is actually going to win for Best Picture. But yeah, I'm Toni.
This is Cheese.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
Check us out.
Bye.